Assalamu alaikum, Mehboob. How are you?
Walaikum salam. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for giving us time and welcome on board. You've recently joined the team, and how is it going for you?
So it's been a roller coaster month,
Okay.
and there is so many things that are happening. But I'm very, very excited to be here. It's been a tremendous learning experience, and still, it's a new domain for me. So still learning from my team and the rest of the Bykea management as well.
Yeah. What you've been doing previously before joining Bykea?
So I have, alhamdulillah, almost 20 years of work experience. I've lived all across Pakistan, and primarily work experience with Shell, and then Telenor and EasyPesa,
Okay.
and then Ufone and Kareem Pay. And then coming into Bykea, into the foods business, is a somewhat new domain for me, which is why it makes it all the more exciting for me.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That's a very diverse and exciting journey, I'm sure, that you have had. Here at Bykea, you're leading the Bykea Mazay vertical. And for us to understand what this feature, what this side of the business is, can you please, give us a layman definition for it?
So Bykea is now transitioning into a business of startups within a startup. And one of the business verticals is the foods business, which we have branded as Mazay.
Okay.
So Mazay is essentially a service that will get you food delivered at your doorstep from across the city, from any location of your choice, hot and fresh, and hopefully with a very, very superior level of customer service. So that is the idea behind Mazay. Mazay is essentially a service that we want to take out for the masses. In order to do that, what we're trying to do is bring in a very diverse set of eateries. And the reason to use the word eatery and not restaurant is that we want to have a very large and very diversified portfolio.
Okay.
So eatery will then essentially include not only restaurants, लेकिन फिर आपकी उसमें मिठाई की दुकान भी आ जाएगी, उसमें आपके हलवा पूरी वाले स्टॉप्स भी आ जाएंगे, उसमें चाट वाले भी आ जाएंगे, and समोसे and नमक पारे, and so that is what we're looking at, to have a very, very broad and very diversified range of eateries that can then cater to masses and entire Pakistan, inshallah.
And their cravings, yes. So how would you say this vertical, Bykea Mazay, is different from, let's say, the rest of the food delivery services that we have in the region?
We're doing things that are different from the players operating in this space right now. One of the USPs for Mazay is that it is not a distance restricted ordering service. So what does that mean? You can now order food from one corner of the city to the other corner. So for example, if you're living in Karachi, in Gulshan Iqbal, you can order food from Clifton. So this is a service which not any other operator allows you to do right now.
So we have seen this feature in the Bykea app that leads us to audio message or audio instructions. How does that work?
Okay, so this is one of the USPs, right? And I find this very interesting. So people can go into the app and they can actually make a recording, and this recording then goes to the rider. So you can customize your recording and say, मेरे लिए बिरयानी ले आइए, उसमें प्लीज़ आलू ज़्यादा डाल दीजिएगा, मिर्ची उसमें कम रखिएगा, और साथ में 2-3 रायते एक्स्ट्रा कर दीजिएगा प्लीज़. So this recording then goes to the rider. The rider can go to the restaurant and replay this recording to the person at the restaurant, right? So it actually helps you connect and convey your message so clearly and precisely, not only to your rider but also to the restaurant. So I think this is a very unique and very interesting feature. Our customers are loving it. The people that have used it have gotten great feedback. We're also trying to constantly improve the technology, and we're constantly trying to improve the tech behind this to make it more and more effective and efficient for people.
Okay, that's interesting. So we've heard that there's conversations happening around group ordering or communal ordering. Would you shed some light on this?
Okay, so here's the thing about food, right? And in my experience, I don't think there is anybody who likes to eat alone, right? So food is something which really brings people together, and we're now looking into this feature where we can enable people as a group to order food and share food together. And what we're trying to do is, develop tech and develop a solution where 5 people, 5 friends who are getting together for lunch in office can place their order together, from one place, and also cater to variety as well. So if somebody wants to have dal and somebody wants to have chicken korma, किसी को पुलाव खाना है या किसी को रोटी खानी है, they should be able to jointly place that order and have that food delivered to them at the same time, and then be able to enjoy that food and that sharing experience together.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Looking forward to it. I really love the Bykea Mazay branding. It has life, it has vibrance, it has that cultural and desi feel to it. What was the thought process? What was the idea behind it?
So I'm glad that you asked this, right? Because the branding for Mazay is very unique. And when you look at it, you get this feeling of culture and you get this feeling of vibrancy when you look at the Mazay branding. And this is now linking back to food in Pakistan. Our foods are very colorful, they're lively, they're vibrant. Our spices, and the way we bring all of those spices together and the way our foods are cooked and then presented, there is so much color on our tables, right? Yeah. And we wanted to, bring in this color and this liveliness and this vibrancy into our branding. And we thought that our branding should reflect the flavors of Pakistan and the flavors of desi food. Yeah. And so that's what we've tried to do. And hopefully this resonates with people. And they're also able to see and appreciate how the colors and flavors of our food is now reflective in our branding as well.
I'm sure it will. It will. What's the future that you are seeing for this side of Bykea?
So, just touching a little bit on the business side, I feel that there is so much potential, within the food delivery domain. I think that all of the players, operating in this space right now are barely scratching the surface. And this, trend of now ordering food, while being in the comfort and the safety of your home, especially post-COVID, is, I think this is now evolving in people's lives. People want to avoid places with crowd. People would like to have food in a relaxed environment. And what more relaxed place can there be than, the comfort of your home? And if you now have, the technology and the ability to bring every eatery into, to people's doorsteps, then I think this can really change the way that people will be eating and sharing, food. So yeah, I think that in terms of business, there is tremendous potential. Also the fact that, people are now getting more comfortable with using technology on cell phones. And once this starts happening, food is such an essential and central part of our lives. So in Pakistan, I think people they don't just eat food to live, but they live to eat food. And it's such a strong part of our culture. So hopefully, bringing this technology and this love for food that we have as a nation, combining all of this together, will really help us bring fun and ease into people's lives. And that is our objective.
So what are you most excited about? What projects are you looking forward to?
So we have multiple projects that we have kicked off. we're looking at the business from three sides. One side is the eatery. There's several projects going on there of how we can, use tech to connect people and make ordering processes efficient, and make ordering and payment processes efficient for eateries. Then the other side of the business is obviously the customer. And then again, for the customer, how can we create ease in terms of the ordering process? How can we make it more interactive for the customer? And then, and then finally, the fleet, which is the central or the core of Bykea. So, in terms of fleet, we're also looking at options, at innovative options of how we can deliver food fresh and hot to people, and make it also comfortable for our rider partners to be able to deliver that food.
Thank you so much, Mehboob, for giving us time. It was a lovely conversation, and I'm really looking forward to the Mazay innovation and the interesting features that you're bringing in.
We are too. We're so very excited, with Mazay and the potential that this holds. And it was lovely speaking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you.